Yo, what up fam, it's Phantom, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over the top 10 things I wish I knew before getting started with Card Shop Simulator multiplayer. This is another one of those TCG card shop games. It's really addicting. I really enjoy the artwork in a lot of this stuff, and they've done a really good job with this game, and I've been really enjoying it. But there's like 10 things that I'm gonna go over that'll really get you jump started with this game. The first tip, when you do early game achievements, you're going to get items like this that are going to be like achievement items. You can, of course, put them in your store and you can put them on things if you want. But the way I like to do it, I don't like any of the decorations anyway, is I'm actually going to sell it. If you hit Q and then hit F, they all sell for $1,000, which is super helpful in the early game and a good way to get you jump started when you're doing all these achievements and getting them out of the way. You can sell them all for $1,000. The next tip is going to be looking for things like this. This is a rare pack, it's a shine pack, and I'll have some footage over this, going over some other things that you can get. You'll see this shelf you can buy. You can put your special packs on here. You can't actually sell these packs. You can't put it on a normal shelf. I can show you, I can't put this on a normal pack or a normal shelf. It's a special card pack. You have to open these, and these have the best cards in the game, so you always want to be opening these anytime you get a chance, and you just get these randomly out of the boxes themselves. So you don't get them out of the booster boxes like here. You don't want to open the booster boxes. It comes in the boxes that the card packs come in. So normally these card packs will have it, and then one of your workers, if you have a worker, they'll just drop it and then it'll still have it in there. So you don't have to worry about your workers taking this. You can always just buy packs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here. Let's just buy the newest generation. We'd buy like 3. If we wanted to stock our shelves, it's the best time just to do it when you're stocking your shelves. You come over here, you start stocking them, and I can see already in that third row, you can see one. You can just take it out with F, and there we go. I've taken out the frame pack, and I can open it and see what I get, and I got, not bad. $1,000 for a pack is not bad. Or 2,000 or whatever it was. But then we can just stock like normal. But that's how you get those packs, and those are going to be some of the best packs you can get. And with our third tip, I wouldn't actually suggest opening packs. It's not like the other TCG game where the best way to make money is opening packs. You lose money a lot of the time, and it's very time consuming to actually open packs in this game. It's not nearly as profitable. Now, if you just want to build a collection and have some cool cards, absolutely open these packs if that's what you want to do. But realistically, if you want to continue building your store, I would wait until the mid game / late game where I'm at in the game, where I've kind of I've got all the generations of the packs. I've done a lot of what I can do in this game. Realistically, it's not necessary for me to be opening packs, but now that I've gotten further in the game, I can without too much worry, because I'm not worried about money as much, so I can just open packs if I want. But I would say to hold off on your pack opening adventures until later in the game, because it's just going to slow you down in your progress. The next thing I wish I would have focused on was the daily tasks. These daily tasks are actually really helpful, especially early in the game. You can see right here, I can make $3,000 from doing the easiest things and actually sell one piece of furniture. What's good about this game is when you buy something like furniture, so let's go buy a big white shelf, and we can just buy it straight up. If you have a task that says like sell a piece of furniture or even buy a piece of furniture, all you have to do is open it, place it, and then you can move it and sell it for the exact price you bought it for. So you can actually get that daily task done like I just did there, absolutely for free, and that's a free $1,000. Very helpful in the early game. As you get later in the game, that $3,000 isn't a ton for this point of the game for me, so I don't really focus on them. If I get them, great. If I don't, that's not a big deal. Daily tasks are just really helpful at the beginning. If you have a bunch of extra cards and you don't want to have a way to sell, you don't want to list 50-cent cards here. You don't want to list a bunch of useless cards. What you can do is actually, there is an NPC in the game. It's actually a cat, which I find adorable. And there's a cat over here from your store. You can talk to this cat and you can actually sell your cards to 74%. I think this changes daily, this percentage, but you can sell all of them. You can choose what you want to sell. So what I like to do is I'll put I want to keep 1 card of everything. I want 1 of everything, but I don't really care of having more than that. I set the limit to I don't ever sell cards less than $1,000 at my shop. So I set the limit to 1,000, and you can see I have $10,000 worth of cards that are worth $1,000 or less that I'll still have 1 left, and then a minimum price of 10 cents. I can sell all of those for $7,496. 426 cards I can sell, and there we go. I just gave myself $7,000 $10,000 worth of cards for $7,000 I can sell, so I don't have to try and sell those individually. It's a really, really good way to just sell cards quickly, and you don't have to worry about trying to sell every individual card, especially the lower end cards. Just wanted to jump in here real quick. If you guys enjoy this video, if you can hit the subscribe button, that'll help me out a bunch. It really helps my channel, and if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Thanks so much for watching. Let's jump back in. So my next tip is do not sleep on these figurines. These figurines sell for really, really high prices, and they sell very, very quickly, way faster than a booster box, and people have to buy so many cards in order to equal one of these. And I can show you an example when we actually go. So like these are $96 for an entire box, 32 of them, and you can sell them for what? I sell them for $7 right now. So let's say you sell 10 of those, that's only $70. Compared to one figurine sale, if I just buy these capybaras for $210, they cost $70 each. That person, I can put it at, I don't know how much they would go if I put it on the shelf. Let's actually just check real quick. So we put them on the shelf, and we can sell these market price for I do market price plus 10%, $93. So someone buys one of these, that's worth 10 packs. And people buy them all the time. They sell and they just keep going up to where it just doesn't even keep up. To where when I'm in my Generation 7, these are $1,200. These blue bears right here, I'm selling for $660 a piece. The booster boxes only sell for $369 after the 10% markup, and the cards only sell for $46 compared to just one of those selling for $660. It scales really, really quickly, and the computer buys these, the AI that come in here to buy stuff, buys these all the time, and they'll sit there and spend thousands and thousands on these figurines. So don't sleep on the figurines. It can make you a ton of money. Speaking of which, we got to talk about booster boxes, because I think the booster boxes in this game, which I kind of find sad, I hope they eventually update this, they are one of the worst sellers in the entire game. They do not sell quickly at all. They are very, very slow sellers, so I wouldn't put a focus on the booster boxes as much as the packs and the figurines. Those are definitely the more those are the more items to focus on, whereas the booster boxes, these just really, really take a while to sell, so I wouldn't spend a ton of time and money on the booster boxes. The next tip, if you guys don't know, you should be exploring. This game has a ton of exploring, and you can actually click the trash cans especially, and you can get cards like this one right here, which is a rare card worth $1,600. There you go. I just made a $1,600 card. You can do that on day one, and you can just find cards all over. What I have noticed with this is that the only good cards I ever get are from the trash cans. Again, I hope they update this. I've never gotten a good card if it's just laying on the ground right here. So I just every day make sure I'm going around and checking all the trash cans and all the bins in the area, because those are the things that spawn the most. But you can even go into like this cafe, and there's some on the floor and some on the shelves and some on the tables. But again, I've never really found one that are just loose like this. The best thing I have found is just go to the trash cans, go search all the trash cans and all the bins in the areas, and you will get good cards eventually. Very, very solid. Sometimes this one even lights up, and that's how you know it's a really good card. But really, really easy way to make some money while you're just letting your store make money. Speaking of that, if you want your store to be making money very easily, hire workers ASAP. You can hire workers by going to employee and choosing hire, and you can hire employees from here. I don't think you need to worry too much about the stats, to be honest with you, but here's the order in which I would hire, because you can only order one employee per generation. So generation, you won't have any employees. Once you unlock generation 2, you'll have 1, generation 3, you'll have 2, and so on and so forth. The order in which I did it, which I think is the best way to do it, the first employee should be a greeter. The next 2 employees should be cashiers. You should have at least 2 cashiers. I've found that you don't need more than 2. They keep up with demand very easily, even into the late game. And then everything after that should just be stockers. They should be stocking the shelves. So you can change it by clicking on them. I do supply for everyone that's not either checkout or greet. You have 1 greeter, that's enough for all that you need, and then you can get the rest. 1 greeter, 2 cashiers, so the rest stock. The second floor, you can unlock the second floor by going to expand, and you can choose second floor. There's an entire second floor, which we'll upgrade right now so we get a little bit more space, and you can see it'll unlock this portion here. What I like about it is I actually put all my extra boxes of items just below here because nothing can go here, so I just put my boxes there just to make it a little cleaner. So I would just use this upstairs. Oh my god, my poster got moved. I would just use this upstairs as a playing area. I put all my playing tables here. This playing table's $3,000. You can buy it. I don't remember what generation you can buy it at. but I would suggest doing that because they make money pretty decent. But here, card battle table, here it is, 3,000 in generation 3. I would just be putting all of my tables up here. And what's nice is the players don't really walk. It's actually kind of funny. They don't actually walk up the stairs. They just stand here and then get teleported up above. I find it hilarious. I don't know if they're ever going to fix that, but you can also put one here and they'll still play even though it's on the stairs. But all you can do is just add these, and I think it's the best way to use the second floor. You can, of course, put all your stuff here upstairs as well, but I think it's easiest just to have all this down here and then my playing room upstairs. That's gonna do it for my list. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.